Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. What do we have? The Three of Swords has come out. Okay, a wound has come up to be looked at for you, Taurus. And it's kind of interesting because, I mean, this is a weekly reading for March the 21st through to the 27th, which means we're moving into Aries season, which means we're 1 month away from you, which would mean that, you know, your solar batteries are going to be pretty low. It's probably the lowest they're going to be in terms of when the sun comes into your season and shines on you, which is coming up in about a month, then that you get revitalized again so you can start the whole astrological year again. And by the time you get to Aries season, there's parts of you that just are feeling tired. So this is where I wouldn't be kind of trying to push it too much. Just understand that. And the other thing is that you're in a time where there may be a lot going on subconsciously, where there may be a lot of messages to go deep into some higher spiritual realms, and also to eliminate and let some things go, especially on a subconscious level as well. So we've got the Three of Swords, or something kind of like a thorn in your side kind of energy. There's been conflict around it with this Five of Wands, and yeah, ready to walk away from an energy that hasn't been fulfilling and step into long-term happiness here. You're going to be really, really happy once you be able to let this go. And the Five of Wands is kind of, you know, it is a very Aries energy, in fact, of competition. You know, it could have been that there was a competitive market, something hurt you around the element of competition, or an element of striving to be better. It was like this pressure and expectation that was on something, and it's kind of, you know, this could even just be like working too hard and putting too much pressure on yourself. And it feels like there's a sense of like right now you don't necessarily going to have the energy to be doing that. And so the Eight of Cups is saying, well, there hasn't been something fulfilling in that. You've tasted all the cups when it came to being through that process, and something kind of didn't taste right, and you're like, I'm looking for that missing cup, the cup of fulfillment. So walking away from a conflict around your heart, or conflict around something that has kind of wounded you as well. And this is what I love that came out, the Ten of Cups. So this is your happiness. This is a happy, happy time. This is long-term happiness as well. So you're kind of thinking further down the track here and kind of looking at some things that you've probably put a lot of effort and tried, and just gone, you know what, I tried and that didn't work out and I'm walking away now. Again, it's kind of like a lot of what we were talking about with the, because a lot of the energy is going to be in the 12th house for you at this moment in time. It's a sense of don't be afraid. Don't worry about if you kind of have to put a few things on hold, or just say, I can't do that anymore, because that feels like, yeah, it feels like it's important. You've actually got, strangely enough, you've got persistence has come out with Lou. So it's kind of interesting because it's like trust your third eye with this. Look further afield. Don't give up. So just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean the whole bigger picture doesn't work out, or it may be that you're trying a new approach. So it may be you've got a goal and the way you were doing it didn't work, but there might be some like a different way, or it may also be that it's just a matter of just take a rest, take a break for a while, and then you can come back to it later. When you're kind of energized again, like we said, when we step into your season, or when maybe some things have shifted and changed. But it's saying whatever it is that you're walking away from, it's not giving up. It's just acknowledging that something is not right for you emotionally and is kind of hurting you at this moment in time. So that's kind of the energy around it. So I'm going to pull some cards for love and relationships for you, Taurus. Love and relationships for Taurus. Oh, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is actually the story of Narcissus. So this is Narcissus looking at his reflection for the first time, seeing it through a stream or a lake or a body of water of some sort. In this card, it's a cup, and going, you know what, I like what I see. it's about self-love and self-nurturing. Now, for some of you, this means that you've been working with a narcissist, or there's been something. We'll have to pull some more cards to get the full picture of what's going on. And this could be related to that walking away energy, that there's messages coming from for your heart with the Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Okay, interesting. And the Hermit energy. So there's a sense of connecting into some wisdom, because there is a little bit of conflict with the Two of Swords, or hesitation about stepping into something that's going to make you feel so much better and happier and just freer about doing things on your own terms. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is very independent energy, just happy in your own skin and happy that you're doing things your way, and happy that you got a little bit of freedom around you, and just feeling really grateful and abundant. And so the Two of Swords is kind of like a real Libra energy of seeing both sides, and perhaps, having to consider somebody else but feeling quite hesitant about doing this. But the Page of Cups energy, and the energy that the Hermit is going to be bringing in as well, which is this energy of going deep within and listening to the internal wisdom, especially the wisdom of your body. What is your body telling you? I feel like there's areas here, Taurus, where you just might be feeling really fatigued and tired. Like, listen to the cellular messages from your body. It might not be your whole body. It might just be a certain part, but it's kind of saying, the Page of Cups energy is very much around self-love, nurturing yourself, liking what is being reflected back to you. So I like with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like it's kind of sitting pretty and feeling pretty happy with where you're at this moment in time when it comes to a relationship. But it almost feels like a selfish energy. It feels almost like you had to kind of put yourself first and put your heart first, rather than think about somebody else. And this is where I think the conflict is. But the message coming in, and that is going to be the message in Aries season in general, is to look at what you need, what messages are coming from your heart around the love that you need to give yourself. So, there may be a lot of conflict around that, or indecision with the Two of Swords, but they're kind of the energies that are coming in for you here, Taurus. So let's pull an animal energy and see what you're working with. That was the dragon that was just poking his head out, and it's kind of like soul energy saying, I'm just keeping an eye on you. I'm here for you. So let's see what else is coming in. The animal energy that Taurus is working with. Oh, that flew out. Let's see. Oh, hummingbird. I love this. So this is the card of joy. This is the card of, even though you're kind of letting something go, you're not going backwards. So that's kind of part of the message. Plus also there's the message that it's around daily routines and replenishments. I'm actually like looking out the window at the moment and seeing a soaring hawk. And I can see it just flying around in the wind. And it's just like, when they kind of circle in the wind currents. And I'm like, it just feels like really free and liberating. It's obviously like looking and observing things further down. So looking at the minute details down on the ground. But I'm kind of getting with this is that come into the smaller minutiae of your life, like some of the smaller details. Like the hawk energy sees the bigger picture of what's going on for you. But then it's kind of zeroing in to see what is going on, and is there something that within your daily routines, and it can just be a small thing, it doesn't have to be a big thing, that can bring you joy every day. It can be like a minute of joy, 2 minutes of joy, 5 minutes of joy, half an hour of joy, but something that you can feasibly bring in most days. And this is kind of what the hummingbird is saying, that this is something that is really connected to the messages that are coming in through your heart as well. And it's about liberating your mind and giving you the freedom to bring in and listen to those messages around what it is that you need for replenishment, to bring in for nourishment, emotional nourishment and joy. So those are kind of the messages that are coming in for you. Let's see. Let's pull an affirmation card. Okay. Gosh, you got a few. Okay, you got, I am willing to change. I'm willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Fantastic. This one is, my home is a peaceful haven. I love that. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. Very nice. And this one says, my work is deeply fulfilling. So we are kind of at the heart of this. You are looking at your fulfillment, what's going on a deep level in terms of your long-term happiness and fulfillment. And this one says, today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, that you're kind of letting something go or something's completing, and maybe it wasn't that satisfying. Maybe it kind of, wasn't that enjoyable, but it's saying by letting it go, you're opening up to something that can be more fulfilling. And this one says, the point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment, just like the hawk. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in charge. I now take my own power back. I am safe and I am free. Perfect. That's the perfect way to finish off the reading. So that's it, Taurus. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you're supporting the content created on this channel and helps with the growth of the channel. And please take care.